Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be a little on the heavy side. Normally we put videos out that really are meant to inspire you, either to dream big or to change your life for the better. But I want to preempt this video by saying this. In life, we experience lots of challenges. The attitude with which we go through those challenges really determines our outcome, how we come out of them. Life in Italy is fantastic. There's the mountain views, the history, the culture, and then there's the coffee. But more than that, we interrupt your regularly scheduled day to bring you this.
Torrential rain has triggered flooding and landslides.
Heavy rain lashed the Italian island of Sicily today, causing flooding and landslide.
Days of torrential rain in Italy have left entire villages covered in mud.
Heavy rain.
Torrential rain.
Days of torrential rain.
It's easy to see why we settled here. This location was perfect in every single way. The sea views, the Aeolian Islands. In fact, our area was awarded as a blue flag zone because of our sea. The fishermen love it here because the fish are clean and plentiful. We were 80% done with our renovation, and the day started like any other day. But dark clouds were lurking over the sea. Then this happened. For 2 weeks, the rain fell relentlessly, transforming our dream into a nightmare. The sound of raindrops became a haunting melody. Wow. It was heavy. We watched in horror, and we saw small cracks appearing in the walls. And then it happens. I was in complete disbelief as I watched the erosion. Every day I would awaken to bigger cracks in the concrete retaining walls. Then the earth gave way and a large part of the terrazzo slowly started sliding down the hill. We could actually hear the iron bending before it completely fell. But worse than that was the panic that set in as we witnessed the destruction that threatened to take away everything we worked for. I was in fear that we would also lose our home. And this is what it all started looking like. Day by day, it got worse and worse.
It really was that dire. Our home was in danger of sliding down the hill. I had to act fast. Despite the emotional slap in the face it felt like to have it done, I couldn't sit there and cry about it. I immediately called excavators in. We started digging down 5 feet deep on both sides, inside and outside of that exterior wall on that corner. If you remember, the home was built into the mountainside on one corner, but on the opposite corner, it was vulnerable. So I brought in a truckload of steel, we tied it, and it subsequently poured collectively 6 cubic meters of iron reinforced concrete in and around this foundation on that vulnerable corner.
In the aftermath, we faced a harsh reality. Our funds were nearly exhausted, and our insurance company wouldn't cover the existing walls. So, the weight of despair hung heavy in the air as we grappled with the possibility of losing our home. But amidst the turmoil, a flicker of determination ignited within us.
So after employing a geologist and an engineer, we determined that the resolution would be to drill 33 polyberlinesi, or Berlin poles, into the ground that would be 14 meters in length. That's 45 feet, solid iron I-beams encased in concrete.
And it would take 2 months of heavy equipment digging into the earth, creating dirt-filled clouds that loomed ominously in front of and around our home.
It was a mess.
And the sound of the drills, my goodness. The excavators also. It became our new soundtrack, remember?
It honestly was traumatic for you, Gia.
It was a constant reminder of the battle that we were facing.
So I brought in truckloads of iron and literally half a kilometer long of these steel iron I-beams.
But finally, after 2 months actually, of grueling work, the iron poles were in place, and we watched the workers secure the last poles. Yep, we lost part of our terrazzo, but we wouldn't lose our home.
And for the sake of security, this wall that they formed was a reinforced concrete wall that would connect the tops of all of these poles so it couldn't go anywhere. In fact, I designed it on a radius so it would be even stronger and resistant to future landslides.
So as the new walls were built over the next 2 months, we began to breathe a sigh of relief. The sound of hammers and saws replaced the drilling, and with each passing day, our home started to regain its strength. The workers meticulously crafted the new structure, reinforcing it with care and precision. And we watched in awe as our villa transformed. The scars of the landslide were slowly starting to fade away.
It started to feel like our home again, didn't it?
Oh my goodness.
But I wanted to do a magnificent entry, and so we really spent some time and money on designing a gorgeous ingress to the villa. You can see them working on it, the many, many phases involved.
As the walls surrounding the villa took shape, we turned our attention to our private garden. We started filling it with subtropical plants and flowers, and the dirt cloud that once loomed over our home was now a memory, replaced by the beauty of nature.
And we are enjoying it to this day.
Yes. Now, this set our renovation plan back about 3 years, in fact.
Yes, it did.
We had faced uncertainty and fear, but through it all, we had emerged stronger.
So at this point, you see the poles at the base of the wall. They go down deep into the bedrock. I've designed an infinity edge pool that will run something like 45 feet long. So from the villa, it'll just look like it's pouring into the sea. It'll be gorgeous when it's done. But as you can imagine, something this technical is going to take time here on this island.
So continue to stay with us and watch as the 80% renovated villa becomes complete.
So you've watched our story, you've seen our challenge, and you now know that we made it through.
And for those of you who may be experiencing some challenges of your own right now, I want you to know that it's going to be okay. I mean, you're going to get through this. Know this, that for every problem, there's a solution. And I know that sounds a little cliche, but it's the truth. It is the truth. So please, hang in there. If you like this video, please be sure to share it with your loved ones or your friends, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
See you next time.
Ciao.